Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. And today we're looking into some pretty serious stuff going on over at Fox Sports. And it all comes from this lawsuit that was just filed by a woman named Noushin Faraji.
Okay.
And she was a hairstylist at Fox Sports. And it's a pretty it's a disturbing story.
Right.
She's alleging sexual harassment and a hostile work environment. And what makes this so interesting is that she's alleging this about Skip Bayless.
I can see why this is going to be a really interesting deep dive.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, Skip Bayless is he's like a huge name in sports media.
Oh yeah, he's a big commentator. He's known for his hot takes and
exactly. And he was at Fox Sports for years.
Right.
And he had a show, Undisputed, with Shannon Sharpe. And that show actually got canceled in 2024.
Right.
And there were reports that the ratings were down.
Right.
And Shannon Sharpe actually walked out on him. I mean, this is a pretty big deal, right? Skip Bayless is as you said, a household name.
Yeah. So this is big news. So we're gonna get into it and talk about what exactly Faraji is alleging.
Okay.
So she says that the harassment started back in 2017. Kind of just little things at first.
Like what kinds of things?
Like she said, lingering hugs.
Oh.
Like inappropriate hugs.
Okay.
Unwanted kisses on the cheek. And comments that he would make about how he could change her life.
Oh.
If she slept with him.
Wow.
And then it kind of escalated from there.
Okay.
And she's alleging that in 2021, Bayless actually offered her $1.5 million in exchange for sex.
Whoa, okay, hold on. That's a pretty big allegation.
It's a very serious allegation.
Yeah, and so what did she say happened after that?
So she says she refused, obviously.
Good for her.
And then after that, he started threatening her job.
And so then fast forward to 2024, she actually gets fired from Fox Sports.
Oh, wow.
And she says that it was based on fabricated reasons.
Like they were just making up stuff.
Yeah, they were just making up stuff to get rid of her.
So she's saying they were retaliating against her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because her lawsuit says that she didn't come forward right away.
Right.
Because she was scared.
Well, yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, this is Skip Bayless.
I mean, this is a powerful guy.
Yeah.
He's got connections. He's got money.
Yeah.
It's scary to come up against somebody like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you can definitely see why she would be hesitant to come forward.
Sure. So what has Fox Sports said about all this?
So they issued a statement saying that they're taking the allegations seriously.
Right.
But that they can't comment further.
Sure.
Because of the pending litigation.
So that's pretty standard.
Yeah. And then Bayless himself has not yet responded to requests for comment.
Okay, so we're kind of in a holding pattern right now, just waiting to see what happens next.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this isn't actually Fox Sports' first time.
I was going to say, this sounds familiar.
Yeah. Dealing with something like this.
Yeah, didn't they have some issues back in 2017?
Yeah, back in 2017, their head of programming was fired.
Yeah.
Amid sexual harassment allegations.
Yeah, I mean, this is concerning, right?
It's very concerning.
It's not just one person, it's multiple people.
Yeah. And what's really interesting is that this lawsuit also alleges that Fox Sports was systematically underpaying their employees.
Really?
And denying them overtime. And so Faraji's legal team is actually pushing for class action status for this lawsuit.
Wow, so this could be a huge deal.
Yeah. It could involve hundreds, if not thousands, of current and former Fox Sports employees.
And if they win this thing, this could cost Fox a lot of money. Yeah, it could have massive financial repercussions for them.
For sure. This whole thing kind of reminds me of the #MeToo movement.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We saw so many women coming forward with these kinds of stories about powerful men in Hollywood and in the media. And it makes you wonder, is this a similar situation?
Yeah.
Is this going to be a #MeToo moment for sports?
Yeah, it's a really good question. And I think it's something that we really need to pay attention to as this case unfolds.
For sure. And it also makes you think about the responsibility of these networks. Were they turning a blind eye to this kind of behavior? Because they didn't want to lose Skip Bayless because he brought in viewers.
It's a tough question.
Yeah, it is. But it's one that we have to ask.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, this whole situation is really unsettling.
It is. And it makes you think about, as viewers,
Yeah.
what's our role in this?
Are we complicit in supporting these networks that might be tolerating this kind of behavior?
It's a good question to ask ourselves.
Yeah, it is.
And I think it's something that we all need to think about as we continue to watch sports and engage in this world.
Absolutely. We have to be aware of what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, I think that's a great point to end on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a story that we're going to be following closely.
I'm sure there'll be more to come.
So stay tuned, and we'll be back with another deep dive soon.
Sounds good.